beautiful. Okay, so today we have a terracotta makeup look, mask-friendly fall trend. All those things are happening today. So we're gonna make sure that it's mask friendly. And, but first, oh wait, I should tell you who I am. I'm Lisa D. Ligori, in case you don't know, Simple Beauty Minerals, owner and founder of clean, natural beauty, effective, and a smaller, more personal beauty brand. Okay, done with all that. Now, first, before we get started with the makeup tutorial, I wanted to show you the necklace and earring set that I am sporting today. They are both in the shop. Actually, this is not listed in the shop yet, but will be. These are the sassy earrings. These are in the shop. So this is actually, I have one of those little latches, not sure what they're called, hooks, which you can take a long necklace, of which this is, and wrap it around and make it a shorter necklace. And I thought with this neckline that I liked that. Okay, anyways, so wanted to point this out to you. Sassy earrings and as of yet unnamed necklace that will be in the shop soon, but really nice bronze tone. And then the earrings are a silver and a gunmetal tone, but it works really well together, or you can use them separately. I do list them in the shop separately. So there was that. Okay, let's get going with the tutorial. What we're doing today is a terracotta look, and what I have going on now is all I have are my foundational products, my foundation, my concealer, mascara, and brows. That's all I have. So I want to get started right away and get some lips on. I always feel better with a little lips on. And I'm going to feature the 2-in-1 Cream Crayon in Glazed Caramel today because it is really good in terms of not transferring to masks. And by the way, these are the masks that I offer in the shop. They are the most comfortable masks I have ever worn. They're just really soft and they come in great fun colors. So check those out as well. All right, so in Glazed Caramel, I'm going to apply that first. And I'm going to use my very well-loved crayon. And I'm also going to apply it on my cheeks, okay? Because it stays on really well. So let's just, but first, I'm going to use Adore Lip Liner, which is a neutral nude shade of lip liner. And I'm going to outline and then fill it in. Remember, this is all in efforts of keeping your makeup on your face and not on your mask. Okay, so I'm going to outline and then fill in. Okay, I do have a little, what did I put on? I put Peachsicle, I think, on earlier. So there's a little left. Okay, so just filled in with Adore. Now I'm gonna go in with Glazed Caramel because I wanted it to match the terracotta look we're going for today. Okay. Fingers are acceptable tools. Here we go. Okay, it's just a neutral wash of color. And now I'm going to apply it to my cheeks, just to lay down a wash of color and have everything in here, because then I'll do a powder on top, which stays on really well between the 2-in-1 cream crayons, which adhere really well, and the powder cheek colors. Here, let me put my hair back. Everything will stay. I'm not promising there won't be any transference, but it will be little to none. And I was in Los Angeles. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. We traveled for a few days to Los Angeles to move my daughter back. So just a subtle wash of color into college, and wore my mask all the time. I brought two so I could alternate. And very little transference with these techniques. So just know that that's the case. All right, I'm going to put a little more blush color on. I'm going to use Sunset today, and in a bit I'm going to have you help me choose the eye colors, and I'm going to show you the system which I use to choose eye colors, to choose a palette of eye colors, so that you can then do that at home. And and then you'll know when to use the rules and when to break the rules, right? When to color outside the lines. Okay, so I'm going to wear Sunset. It's a high shimmer. I love it. Sunset cheek color on my cheeks on top of glazed caramel 2-in-1 crayon. So I'm going to take my perfect blush brush. I'm going to dip it into Sunset. Now, this is highly pigmented, so I'm going to start with just a little bit and add more if I want. This is a color that you can also use on lips, which I will probably touch a little on my lips. And eyes, really versatile color. So I'm just capping off excess. So now I'm going to take a touch of it on my fingertip, and I'm just going to add a little bit to my lips. Now that is going to stay. Again, not guaranteeing none of it will transfer, but very unlikely, very minimal. And then you've got great lip color on the lips. All right, so that was Sunset. Now, let's see. What have I? Oh, I also wanted to point out too that last week I did another very popular fall trend, Rosy Dewy makeup look. So go look at last week's tutorial. So we featured Adore and Glazed Caramel and Sunset on lips. And for cheeks, we did Glazed Caramel and Sunset. And see how multitasking. Now we're going to go for eyes. All right, so this is where you're going to help me. Here's what I've got. What you want to do is you want to choose a light color and then a dark color and go from there. So your light color is going to be always your highlighter under your brow and possibly your lid color. And it can also possibly be the color that pops. You know how I like to use a little Bliss for my coloring in the inner eye here, just to pop the eyes, make them open up and just make them sparkle. Your light color that you choose can also be that color. Now, I've chosen two and I'm going to swatch them for you. Let me remove my swatch of Sunset and I'll swatch the two light colors that I chose. So the first thing you do is you choose a light color. I've chosen Pashmina, which is the equivalent to Bliss, only warmer tones, has some shimmer to it, and Simple Basics, which is, there we go, very close but a matte color. Okay, so Pashmina has shimmer, Simple Basics is a matte. So you get to, and they're very similar in tone, shimmer versus matte. So you choose a light, okay? Now you're going to choose the darkest color that you're going to use for contouring, which could be crease or the outer corner, even under eye, okay? And I have chosen for today, because we're going for the terracottas, I have chosen Velvet. And then you're going to help me choose the middle colors. Okay, so I'm going to swatch Velvet. It's a dark, medium to dark, warm brown. Let me get, okay, Velvet. So you can see your light and your dark. You choose those first. Then you're going to choose a color in the middle, a mid-tone. Now you could stop there and just use the 3 shades, or you could choose a 4th shade, or you could choose 5th, but we'll just go 3 to 4 today. So you want to choose something that's in between one of the, this range and this range, light and dark. So we're going to choose our mid-tone. I have 3 options for us today. I have Almond. Let's see. Okay. And this is the mid-tone. This would be the color you would use right there. See how it's in the middle of those? The color that you would use, say, in your crease or as a transition shade, or one and the same. I'm going to swatch Peach now. Peach is pretty shimmery. Okay, where did I put Peach? Go. Peach. Okay, Almond, Peach. Okay, so we're looking for a color in the middle. Okay, Caramel. And the caramel is also a shimmer, a brown, but okay, Caramel. Let's see if we can. Okay, can you see that? I cannot see because my face is behind. Okay, so those are the 3 options. And now we're choosing our mid-tone. Now, what we can also do is choose a color to add fun and texture and really make it interesting. So I've chose Charmer, which is like a marigold color, Honesty, which is a peachy clay tone, and Tangerine, which does not go on as orange as it looks. Okay, so you could choose one of those to add interest. So I think I'm going to get started. All right, I'm going to remove swatches. I'm going to start with the light tone. Okay, I'm going to go with Pashmina, and I'm going to take my eye shading brush, and I'm going to just start by, you could actually do a wash of color over your entire eye, or you could just start with under the brow and go on the inner. This is what I will use on the inner corner. So under the brow on the inside, and I'm going to take the tip of the eye shading brush and just get that inner corner. And I may go in and do it again more later and blend it out as well. Okay. Okay. So I could take a wash with a big fluffy brush, such as one of these options, and just over the entire eyelid. That's an option too, covering all the spots that we want to cover. Now my question is, do I want to do the light on the lid, or do I want to do, I think I'm going to do one of the colors. I think I'll do Honesty on the lid, since Shelly liked that color. Okay, so I'm going to do the lid next, eye shading brush again, and I'm going to dip into Honesty, and I'm going to go right onto the lid. No, I take that back. First, I'm going to do the transition color, and I'm choosing Almond for today. Okay, so I'm going to take fluffy brush, tap off excess, and go right, kind of a window washer. Doesn't have to be exact yet. We're going to do blending in a little bit of Almond, which really nicely works with the terracottas. Almond is a really interesting color. It can work with your terracottas, but it can also work with your blushes and your rosy colors. It's a fascinating color. It just really, it's a chameleon. Maybe that's what I should have named it, chameleon. Okay, so just getting that transition color in there, and that was Almond. Now let's use some Honesty. All right, Honesty is that marigold color, and I'm going to go right on the eye, the lid of the eye. So it's light enough for hooded eyes. If you have hooded eyes, it'll make your eyelid pop out a little bit more. Also for hooded eyes, remember you fake your crease, you cheat your crease, you go up higher. Okay, and I'm just placing and patting, okay, and then blending. And if I want more, we'll go back and add more in a little bit. Okay, so that's, I've got Pashmina under the brow, a little bit in the corner. I've got Almond as the transition color, and Honesty as the lid color. Now let's go in with Velvet, okay, as our contour color. So I am going to use my crease brush. Just get a little of Velvet, which is the darker warm tone brown. And I'm going to go in the corner here first. I'm also going to go into the crease. We're going to go right on top of Honesty, but we're not going to entirely cover it up. Okay. We're going to just make a little contour in the corner here. And we're also going to use this color underneath. Okay, now I'll go into the crease. How are we doing? Got questions? And I'm just going to window wiper. See, now when I did the Almond, I did a larger swatch of color. It just gives it more depth and dimension to use a transition color and a crease color, but it's not necessary. It's just different. Okay, going on this other side in that triangle area. I'm going to take that same color and I'm going to go under my lid with the same crease brush. Under my lid, under my lower lashes. I'm tapping a little bit more Velvet, the darker contour color, and I'm going to go under the eye with this crease brush, just a swash, just gentle. Okay, I will also go in with black coffee pencil for more definition. We'll do that next. Okay. I'm also going to now go in before I add the coffee for more definition and just give a gentle blend. All right, let's do the black coffee under the eye for more definition. At this point, I could also go in, I think I'm going to also take a clean blending brush and just blend under here. I could take a little more pashmina at this point and pop it into the inner eye and pop it underneath the brow is also another option. Okay, let's take, here we go. Black coffee, which is a dark, dark brown. And I'm gonna go for definition underneath the eyes. You don't have to do a perfect line at this point. You can just draw dots and smudge it later, okay? And you don't need to go all the way in because the smudging will carry it as far as you want it to, okay? You can also go right at the base of the upper lashes in the corner for more definition on that outer eye. Now, I have a hard time finding things once I put them down. I'm taking that crease brush again and I'm gonna smudge. Okay, so remember, I went in first with the velvet, the dark brown, and dabbed some under the lashes, and then went over with the black coffee eyeliner pencil. It just adds interest and depth. Okay, smudging up, always bringing everything up because nature brings everything down. So we want to counterbalance that momentum, okay? Okay, now at this point, normally I would then do my brows and my mascara, my lashes, but they were already done. So I would have something on here. And that is a look. Now, I'd like to finish off with a wash of, let's see, pixie dust, which is a warm radiance. Okay, big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to sweep across cheekbones, forehead. You could really do your entire face. It's very subtle and gives you a lovely radiant glow. Don't forget, right there, okay? And now, I think I covered everything. Where's my mask? Time to put the mask on. So now you have a full look that is going to resist transferring. And you have beautifully done eyes, trending for fall. And when you take off your mask to have your socially distanced lunch or dinner, you still have a face that's done. So, and on trend. So there you go. I hope that helps, and subscribe here on YouTube. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys later.